This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of April 18th, 2022. Still pretty foggy out, although the fog is just ever so slightly abating. Maybe, but we really don't want to recognize it because not only are Jupiter and Neptune, the proponents of all of the fog, still traveling together, but Venus and Mars are in the fog or the pool or the water with them, all four in the sign of Pisces still. So what we want, our hearts, our desires, our social interactions are all lined up with going about things in a kind of indirect way, or maybe just all hanging out in the pool, hanging out in the hot springs. That's still going on. We're not climbing out of the pool just yet. The people in the pool with us, well, maybe that is starting to change. We're stepping back just a tiny bit from the ground rule rewriting Libra full moon of the 16th, which reworked the fundamentals of Relationship Central. And this week, we start to see things a little differently. We get opportunities to experience love differently and to reshape ourselves. Venus, the ruler of love, all we desire, in her most mermaidy, mystical Stevie Nicks form in Pisces, is in an opportunity aspect with Changemaker Uranus on the 18th. We may suddenly have a change of heart. We may suddenly have an opportunity to connect with someone that we didn't think was possible. We may suddenly have the ability to shake off some of the water from the pool and reclaim ourselves, to experience something differently. Maybe lightning hits the water and we go, oh, that felt a little strange. I think I'll change where I am. Change. Probable as a result of this, because the other cosmic change agent is active on the same day, on the 18th. The Sun squares Pluto, completes the square that was building during the Libra full moon, and we have a demand to look at ourselves differently, to shed some part of our existence, to act from a position of power rather than victimhood. Maybe we learn something about ourselves that isn't particularly pretty. It's definitely an evolutionary moment for all of us. And then the Sun follows Mercury into the sign of Taurus. So while vast portions of the sky are still floating around in the pool, in the hot tub, in whatever it is, the fog of Pisces, the Sun enters. Show me, make it real. I want to see, taste, touch, even better, take it to the bank. Taurus. Our minds and our general sense of mission are firmly oriented on the here and now, in the here and now, on the earthly plane, keeping us from spacing out completely, keeping us focused on what's going on down here, and actually starting to pave the way to the next eclipse season, which takes place in the signs of Taurus and Scorpio, starting with the Taurus new moon of April 30th. So we're getting the rumblings of a reset, a reboot, having to do with money, values, resources. And another factor that focuses us down here on Earth is on the 24th, Mercury, planet of communication, hitting a wall with Saturn, planet of adulting. And once again, we hear, no! Yep, it's the giant influence of no, of put a structure on it, follow the rules. Something happens that forces thinking to be more contained, or perhaps imposes ramifications, consequences on something that has been said, uttered, involves paper. It isn't necessarily a harsh experience because at the same time, Mercury is in an opportunity aspect or a sextile to Neptune, which a colleague of mine calls the miracle maker. I call him the cosmic fog machine. We have the opportunity to get a softening perspective, softening inspiration, softening information. So maybe when you hit this gigantic cosmic, you will get also insight into what you're going to do about it or the best way to navigate it, how to circumvent it, how to work with it. As we used to say in my astrology classes years and years ago in Houston, Saturn is my friend. Homing thought of the week, open my eyes. Song of the week, Something Inside So Strong by Labi Sifra. I hope I got his name right. And image of the week, cleaning your closet. You'll find more about this in my forecasts for the month of April and for the Libra full moon, both of which are up at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. I host the show Celestial Compass on Om Times Radio on the first and third Monday of every month. This Monday, I am talking to Claire Gallagher, author of a fascinating book and system, Body Astrology. I also host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the group The Astro-Insight Lounge. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there, which you could do for as little as $1 a month. Think of it. How much do you spend on coffee on a weekly basis? Just saying. I post on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel. Talk to you next week.